my name is Adrian Golish, and in this lesson I'm going to take you through my two-hand tapping workout for diatonic 3-note per string major scales and their modes. If you look at my previous lesson that walked you through the diatonic scale workout that I had, we went through a series of sequences. And we're going to do the same thing, but just with two-hand tapping. So in my left hand, I'm going to play the A major scale starting at the 5th fret using 3 notes per string, and it looks like this. So there's that scale. So that's what our left hand is going to be playing. Our right hand, though, is going to be tapping the next note up. If we had gone ahead and played the next position or the next mode of the 3-note series of patterns, it would have been this, in which we would have discovered this next note up. And those notes are what my right hand is going to be tapping. Essentially just the next note up from the next position. So on the 6th string, my low E string, I'm going to tap with my right hand the 10th fret. That's a D note, and I'm going to pull off to my first finger that's on the A note. I'm going to hammer on a B, hammer on a C sharp. So it's those 3 notes. And then on the next string, I'm going to be tapping those notes. So I'm starting with a G sharp, 11th fret in my right hand, and then 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret. Next string, that's my 11th fret with my right hand, 6th fret, 7th, and 9th fret. Same thing for the next string, 11, 6, 7, 9, and then my 12th fret for the B string, to my left hand's 7th fret, 9th fret, and 10th fret, and then the very same thing for the last string, the E string. So all together, that's what we've got. And I can come back down in reverse, same tapping pattern, just coming back down to the lower strings. Now for the workout, once you get that pattern going up and down and crossways across all 6 strings and get that comfortable where all the notes come out of equal volume and tone, you're ready to take on the sequences. So if you remember from the last lesson, our first sequence was a 2-string sequence where I would travel up the neck and then start again for the first note of every string. So I'm going to do the same thing, but now with the tapping pattern. So it's... At this point, I play the A string again, starting the 2-string notes worth of sequence over. Onto the next string, and then I do it again. Start it again. Start it again. Turn it around. Start it again, but now in reverse. The end. So all together that'll sound like. And then the next sequence is a 3-string sequence where I go up 3 strings worth of notes in this pattern, and then I start over and do it again starting on the A string or the 5th string. And then starting on the D string, and then starting over on the G string, turn it around, and then start backwards on the B string, and I'm going to do that now with tapping, but this time my left hand is still going to keep doing these ascending notes. In sort of that fashion. That's my left hand. With the right hand, it'll be, and then I start it over again, go back a string, start over, back a string, start over, turn it right around, go back to the B string, and now go descending, back to the G string, go back a string to the D, together, this starts to sound like this. And once you're comfortable with that, we'll do just what we did in the previous lesson, which is string skipping. So we're going to take the same idea, but now we're going to tap every other string. So it'll be like this. Skipping over the A string. Now we start on the A, skip the D, go back to the D, skip the G string, go back to the G, skip the B string, skip the B string again for the turnaround. Now play the B string, skip the G, skip the D, skip the A, and there you have it. So all together. And then if you get all four of these elements working out really well, you'll want to try to string them back to back. So you'll start with the whole scale up and down, and then you'll do the 2-string sequence, the 3-string sequence, and the string skipping all back to back. Let's see if I can do that now. Once that's comfortable in this position, you'll want to try this on the next position, the next position, next position, all 7 positions of your 3-note per string major scales. And at that point, I feel like I can tap my way through any part of the neck in any key. So get working on this. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon.